Well, officers still are trying to gather suspect information. They don't believe this was a random act of violence, but neighbors I spoke to say they're still rattled.
A ring video from a neighbor shows the moments of violence as a Halloween night takes a dark turn. Shots are fired and people run. By the end of the evening, police say 4 are wounded.
There had to have been like 50 people out here, most of them being teenagers.
One woman who declined to be identified for fear of retaliation says there was a party happening on her street throughout Halloween night. Police confirm a dispute was the cause for the shooting. They can't confirm what it was about. But the witness says she heard a loud, angry argument outside her home mere moments before bullets went flying.
It sounded like a bunch of teenagers fighting over candy. Like they were going to fight each other over candy.
She says she heard shots and screams and tells News 3 she ran out to give aid to one of the victims she describes as a teen boy.
I ran to him. I tried to help him to see his wound, and then we put him in my mother-in-law's friend's car and took him to the hospital.
North Las Vegas police say all victims are being treated at UMC and are expected to survive. No ages or identities yet. Hours later, evidence of violence still scattered along the street. Neighbors waking up to holes in their car windows. Markers and bullets remain on the sidewalk and road. A chilling reminder for those who live nearby.
I just don't understand why this is happening with teenagers. Oh, and if it was over candy, that's you're going to shoot someone over candy?
For Katja Spitz, an end was really just the beginning. For 9 years, she worked at the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Then came a pandemic. She lost her job, did not lick her wounds long, instead decided to do the Las Vegas thing. She bet on herself.
Sitting down and really thinking about, well, what am I going to do? I started looking at my unknown future as an opportunity instead of maybe a loss.
Spitz is the founder of Artemis Adventure Tours, founded in September. Why not take a decade of tourism experience and build something from the ground up? Her company focuses on all those outdoor adventures you can have here in Nevada, like hiking that canyon behind her.
A lot of people want to spend time outdoors. It's good for your health. It's good for your, mental health as well. But they just don't know how. They don't know where to go, and they want to be safe.
If you want to navigate some challenging trails to reach the top of a mountain, Katja is who you want to call. Fitting, because she's kind of doing just that, starting a business from scratch during a pandemic.
Pandemic isn't ideal, but I have time, and let me take this time to do something and, see where it goes.
John Trainer, News 3.
Well, early voting may have ended at 8, but as long as people were in line, they were able to still cast their vote tonight. There were steady lines at many polling places throughout Clark County and the nation as more people are coming to make their voices heard early.
Maybe if I came out and voted, I can make a difference.
Janelle Glasper stands in line outside Silver Mesa Rec Center in North Las Vegas. She's here doing something she's never done before, cast a vote.
I actually could have voted like 4 years ago, but I never really saw a point into it until recently.
A sentiment UNLV political science professor Ken Miller says is permeating through the country.
This is a political climate that has reached into a lot of people's lives.
Driving thousands to the polls as voter turnout is high nationwide. In Texas, early voting has already surpassed the total number of ballots cast there in 2016. In Nevada, state data reveals over 1 million people statewide have participated in early voting or mail-in ballots. That's over half of all registered voters. And come Election Day, Clark County officials are anticipating even more.
We expect well over 200,000 people to come out and cast their ballot on Election Day.
Dr. Miller says it remains unclear if these early numbers are a result of voter enthusiasm or precautions, as some may look to avoid Election Day crowds during the pandemic.
We just don't know how many people are going to show up on Tuesday. And that's going to be the difference between this being an absolute tidal wave of turnout or just very high turnout.
Back in line, Eddie is eagerly awaiting to cast his first vote, too. As a new citizen, he wants everyone to know just how special of a privilege it is.
It's very special to me and my family.